Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, the 9th of July, and here we are with assembly number 22. I hope everybody's happy this morning. It's another wet and rainy day. Would you believe that we've been wearing our coats in July? It's absolutely awful. Something needs to be done about it. In the meantime, let's crack on with today's assembly. So, at 11 o'clock this morning, Class 6, it's your Zoom meeting with Mrs. Crozier. So I hope you've got everything prepared and you're looking forward to seeing each other again this morning. Words of the day. Now, easy word is the word echo. The word echo is a sound that reflects off a surface and then it goes back to the listener. But if you notice, with an echo, it gets quieter each time. Quick funny story about this word. When my sister once had an exam in school, one of the questions was, what is an echo? It was a science exam. She didn't know the answer, so she just put, what is an echo? A little bit smaller, then what is an echo? A little bit smaller, and so on until you could barely see her writing. She knew what it was, but she didn't know how to describe it. One of her friends in the exam knew it was a newspaper up somewhere in Liverpool. So you can imagine they both scored no points on that test. Okay, second word is the word trudge. I love this word. When people trudge somewhere, you really know how their whole body is. They're hunched over and they're walking back with heavy steps. People trudge somewhere either when they're in a bad mood or when their boots are full of water or mud. You can always imagine someone walking with big heavy steps, or they're a big hulking frame like an ogre in a story. And the third word, the hard word today, is the word gullible. If you're gullible, you're easily persuaded to believe something is real. If you said something like, wow, did you see those pigs that were flying past the window? Everybody would believe you if they were all gullible. There's always one of your friends who is a little bit more easy to fool than someone else. So I wonder who is the most gullible person that you know. Normally, gullible people are quite sweet though. Okay. Right, let's move on to our fact for today. Did you know that it takes 8 minutes and 19 seconds for light to travel from the sun to Earth? Now, if you think about that, that's a long old way. That's about 92 million miles. And the thing I always like to think is, if it's travelled all the way from the sun, and just before it hits the Earth's surface in the floor, if you block that path and it creates a shadow, it's travelled 92 million miles and it's a few centimetres away, and you blocked it, and then it created a shadow. That was a bit of a mean thing to do. All right, let's move on to our pun of the day. Every single morning, I get hit by the same bike. It's a vicious cycle. All right, that's enough of that. Let's move on to our shout-outs. So our first shout out today goes to Louise in Class 2. Louise, we've been seeing the work that you've been achieving at home and we're very impressed with it. So keep it up, keep going. Just another week or so, another full week and a few days of hard work, and then it's your summer holidays. Well done, Louise. In Class 3 is Edward. Edward, we have really loved seeing some of the things that you've been getting up to at home. You've been spending a huge amount of time outdoors and you've got lots of space just around where you live, which I know you've been enjoying, and really looking forward to seeing you come back in September. I'm wondering how tall you're going to be in September, because I wonder if you've grown even more. Okay, and in Class 3 as well, it's a shout out to Thomas. Thomas, we've had you back in school for the last few weeks. It's been lovely to see you. You had a nice new haircut recently and you've really enjoyed coming back into school. You're working hard now, and so I hope you're having a lovely day today, Thomas. In Class 4 is a shout out to Freya Wheeler. Freya, you have sent in a lovely picture. I know you've been working really hard when you've been doing your homeschooling, and I was really impressed with how brave you were in your Zoom meeting to come and speak in your Zoom meeting. You were really clear and really did a fantastic job. So I was really proud of you. Well done, you. In Class 5, Neve Bell. A shout out to Neve, who has been playing a lot with William and has been doing quite a lot of craft activities at home. Neve, I bet you're in the middle of feeling a little bit excited about the idea of coming back to school and a little bit nervous as well. And do you know what? I think nearly everybody who's been at home will be feeling exactly the same as you. So there's nothing to worry about. When we come back to school in September, we can't wait to have you back. And in Class 6, it's a shout out to Lexi. Lexi, who does everything with a smile on her face. She's a really good sport, comes into school, works hard, tries hard, is kind, is fun and energetic and very sporty. So Lexi, have a lovely day today and enjoy the last few days of your Year 6 experience. Okay, that's it. Have a lovely day, everybody, and see you again tomorrow.